Hi there, guys. This is Jiu-Jitsu, and we're here in a queue for a Tinker's Cube draft. We've done a plenty of Premier Forgotten Realms draft, and with Innistrad Midnight Hunt coming into format very soon, I think we've played the format quite a bit. I think I've recorded close to 11 drafts thus far, and excited to try something new. I've done a few of these, and I'll probably talk a bit about the format as we progress. It's pretty interesting. I think aggro works pretty well. You have quite a few themes here, but let's look at the pack now. hmm So this, if you want to phase off, and this guy's interesting, is exiled from the battlefield. Put a +1/+1. So this is nice. This is a interesting phasing mechanic. Honestly, I've usually played aggro, and this guy's really good. This is kind of like a toolkit sort of option. Blue red also has a few interesting things to offer. Um, I think it's probably either the phasing guy, Targnar if we want to go aggro. Green red is pretty good as well. Just if you want to go creatures, there's not a lot of removal, and this guy's pretty good if you want to go like toolkit. He can do a lot of things. Um, you know what? Yeah, I'm not too excited about the planeswalker. Let's try phasing. I haven't tried phasing too much. So we're gonna be looking for come into play effects. Um, and as I say that, we actually get a pretty interesting black red card. So there's a this probably isn't the best, but if it wheels, we might reconsider. There's an interesting sacrifice theme in black red, and it is really strong. Um, I think one of the key cards is whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, ping for 1 damage. Um, but he's one of the pieces of this interesting kind of sub theme. Here, Thousand Year Storm. Don't typically when I cast something for 6, I want to win instantly, and that doesn't seem like what a Thousand Year Storm does. You will probably win on the next turn if the opponent doesn't have any removal. Um, but yeah, Consign. That's interesting, but I think we'll go for the compulsive research. Two options we can go into. We can either go into red, or we can go into green if we want to go for like come into play effects. Um, but as I say that, I see like a lot of really sweet aggro cards, and actually not a lot of things that I'm too excited about in blue white. Um, Rimrock Knight is good. Hobgob is good for aggro. Oh, he's okay for aggro. Pum pum pum. Yeah, this is okay if you're going tokens, but not very exciting. If we're gonna go for like a lot of, I think that green white is typically artifacts and enchantments, enchanted or equipped. Yeah, we can try that out. Not too excited about this pack. Another decent option would have been the pathway if we wanted to just go for splashing. It is never too early to pick fixing if you're not content with the picks. Those are my 2 cents. These guys are, I guess, okay, although a bit slow. Pum pum pum. Sarah's Wings is interesting. This format, what I've noticed is that you do not, as you may have noticed as well, this format does not offer a lot of hard removal. There are not a lot of like just destroy target creature in black, which is, I guess it's special in a way, because I think that even most limited formats offer you um, a decent amount of those, and this one just doesn't have it. So the whole big creatures kind of enchant equipped is a bit stronger than usual. I typically try to stay away from those situations because you can often find yourselves in awkward 2-for-1s. You know what? Since Blue White is going to have a lot of flyers, I will take Blessed Spirits. The quote unquote flying theme is a thing. This guy's also amazing if you're going for aggro, and aggro is really strong in this format. If you're going for discard, then Theorist is also really good, the red blue. This is playable, and then if we splash red, we can get some value out of it. But yeah, not too excited about our picks so far, to tell the truth. Yeah, so this just lets you fetch a land. And then you can do a bunch of stuff if you have all colors, but let's take the outburst and see what happens. We can also just use it for blue, and if we have enough fixing, we can do some interesting stuff. Here we have another enchantment in green, though. We have two. This one's the more interesting one because even if you cast it and then in response your guy dies, you at the very least get 2 wolves, which is nice. The Inspector is okay, and Jeskai Elder is also okay, but I think he's more for the red-blue deck. I think we'll take Mantle. It also works with the Blessed Spirits, and I think the green is a fairly natural branch out, considering we have like come into play effects and a bunch of other stuff. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards. It may reveal a land. So that's interesting. It's a 1/3. It's kind of slow, but it's interesting. Another enchantment. It's a 4/2. I have not seen any cartouches, if I'm not mistaken. So this is legit just an enchantment that gives you a 4/2. No way to abuse it. Artifact creation. This returns an instant, then a sorcery, and then it copies stuff. And we also have Think Twice, which is okay if we have this card. I guess I'll take this. I don't know. We'll see how deep we go down the enchantment rabbit hole, but it is an option. Here we have Evolving Wilds, which is good fixing. This is not. I guess it's okay if you're learning, but I think Evolving Wilds is a bit too good. Yeah, this guy's, I don't know, okay, but I think we'll go for the Evolving Wilds. Okay, and this guy wheeled, so we also have this, which is, I'm not sure if we're going to play it. So when he enters, we can cast instant sorcery or artifact from our graveyard without paying the mana cost. That's actually not bad if we have something like the Creative Outburst. There is some synergy there. Another option is the Teachings, but with our cards currently, I don't see us having a significant like card disadvantage. Oh, and this guy wheeled, so nobody's playing this theme, but I think we kind of jumped that boat. Okay, we'll take this. I'm not sure if we can abuse it, but I'm sure this is like primed to create some sort of combo or synergy. And yeah, red is wide open. Whenever a token enters the battlefield, that's pretty cool, but we're not doing it currently. We do have some tokens, but not all. Hinterland Harbor, don't mind if I do. And sure, I'm not sure if well actually, yeah, we're doing white, right? So we can use, yeah, and this isn't bad either. And these I will place as lands, for they are lands. And here we have the Tolorian Archmage, which is great in my opinion. 3 mana, 2/2, tempo advantage, and he's gonna net you a card at the end of turn. So this is like everything you want from a creature you drop. A bit hard to cast, but and really good with a Soul Herder as well, right? So that's one option. Another option is the Ranger, which is good, but I think green is. I'm not sure. Blue's probably going to be pretty main. I'm not sure if we're going to be deeper into green or white, but it is kind of like straining the mana base to go, all in on all 3 colors. Whenever he enters, create a legendary 3/3 wolf. Not too exciting as a 5/5. Again, 5 mana, I expect instant impact or some crazy control. I think the Archmage is really good here. From past experience, I've noticed that I tend to overpick cards which cost 3. I'm not sure, maybe there are just like a lot of decent 3 drops in this format, but usually having a 3 curve is not a problem, but getting the others sometimes is. Elwick is really good in typical limited. I'm not sure if it's as good in this format. Like another decent option would be, this is not bad, but we're not really spamming creatures actually. We're not like red-white. This guy is okay, but mostly I'm considering between Elwick and this. And I'm thinking like venture into the dungeon, so you player, you scry, you create a gobbo, that's not bad. Or we could just go for the solid fixing. I think Elwick is okay. I think we're probably gonna be playing Elwick, even though it's double green. So here we have a field trip. So it's a basic forest. So boo, this is not fixing, although the learn is interesting. We have a Sphinx, and I think that's pretty challenging to go for, to be thematically aggressive about Sphinxes. This is good. So whenever we cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle, we draw a card, and I think we definitely have some method of triggering it, right? At least one. Currently, I'm counting one. Okay, yeah, we do. We're probably gonna need to pick up more of those. This guy's okay as a 4-drop. We have a bunch of good fixing here. I think I'm gonna pick this guy up, and I think that afterwards we're gonna start picking fixing a bit more aggressively. I think that at least one of these will wheel. So yeah, let's go for that guy. There was also the 2/4 enchantment dude. Okay, so death touch, poison counters. Not exciting. Mull Drifter is crazy good in a deck which wants to phase its guys often. It's gonna draw you 2 cards. For those unfamiliar, Evoke is you can play it and then you can immediately sacrifice it. So essentially, it's a 5 mana for a 2/2 flyer, draw 2 cards. Or on the other hand, you can just evoke him for 3 and then you draw 2 cards. So very versatile, very fun. Yeah, this is weird. Bum bum bum. I think it has to be. So we have like another tough decision between like cards we really would like to play and really solid fixing. And I will go for the fixing this time. I will go for the fixing this time. And Sylvan Ranger. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So actually we also have Nadar. And if we ended up picking Elwick, then we may as well pick Nadar, right? I mean, if you're venturing to the dungeon and you really benefit from it, might as well venture a bit more. So Sylvan Ranger is okay. She might wheel as well. We also have this guy, which is okay. It's like search your library for a land and draw a card. But yeah, we'll go for Nadar here, and up to 2 creatures. It's okay. It's not bad. Wizard class is okay, but here we have a Temple Garden. Actually, Riddlemaster Sphinx is also pretty cool, but I think that we will go for the fixing. I think we'll have enough chances for exciting drops. Draw X cards. That's kind of funky. If this was like instant, then I think I would be more inclined to take this. Untap up to 5 lands. Wow, so you need a lot of mana to utilize that. Nothing much else here, to be honest. I mean, things are pretty off color. Let's take the Watery Grave. Let's take the Watery Grave. Off-color fixing. I guess this is an enchantment. This is reasonable enough. But we also have this guy. I think we're going to take him. So it's a 2/1 flyer. When he enters the battlefield, you draw a card. And, yeah. Yeah, we'll take that for sure. So this isn't bad. Exile a creature card from your graveyard if you do. So this is essentially a way to deal with artifacts. If you do exile target artifact or enchantment. So the Changeling doesn't give much value here, but I think that the yeah. So if we have creatures die at any point, then we can later on, we can hate on enchantments, and I think that's pretty important in this kind of format. Now suddenly oh, there we go. So we got this on the wheel. Stevens is also optional because we have Creative Outburst. So if we have these kind of very easy to play lands with a few drawbacks, we can probably play them. Like Needle Verge Pathway is a very clear replacement for a Plains, and we're okay with it. So this guy's interesting, right? But I don't know. I think it's gonna be like a 1/1 most of the time. Okay, let's pick him, but let's put him on the board. And not much for us here. The Spider snipes flyers, and we're at our last booster pack. Let's see how many lands we're packing. So we have 6 lands, so we need 16 playables basically. So we're doing okay. Stolen by the Phase is pretty good. It's a really sweet mana swing, a really sweet tempo swing. Sorry. So if you're in a pickle and you have a lot of mana, this will definitely save you some time. We have the Worm, which is okay, albeit a bit slow. This is for a cycling deck, and I'm not too excited about it. Hard Evidence. So this is for I don't know what this is for. I guess it's defensive. And learn. Nothing too excited. I think it's going to be stolen by the Fae. We also have fixing here, actually. Dum dum dum. I'm going to go for the fixing. Okay, this isn't very exciting in my opinion. We don't have enough tokens to make this interesting. We have some tokens, but not enough. Yeah, Golem's okay. This is cool. So you get like a 2/2 flyer and you get a chump blocker, a 1/1, which, you know, we don't have a lot of amass effects, but still pretty interesting. Amass means you create a zombie. If you already have a zombie, the zombie gets bigger. It's an army token. And we have this, which is actually not bad. We have some synergy for enchantments, not a lot. Just some. Yeah, I think we'll go for this guy. So as I said, a lot of 3-drops at the moment. And what's this? Creature tokens you control have flying. Yeah, probably not the card. And research. Sulfur Falls is not the pick here. We don't really have a lot of early artifacts. So this guy is like kind of okay. It's just a 2/2 flyer. Every now and then you can animate something, like if we have treasures, but I don't see it happening at the moment. I don't think we have any learn effects. Okay, I'll take the Sulfur Falls, and who knows, you know, maybe we'll splash red. It's looking more and more possible if we really want to have something in red. This is not fixing, or at least not the one we want. Gains flying. If you, okay, so this gains all of the effects you already have. Coolsies. May return a non-land permanent. So this is okay if we want to like reproc things. It also works well with the Baron. If a permanent was put into your hand from the battlefield. Oh, was put into your hand. Sorry, so it's not, okay, so he bounces something, and if you bounce something of your own. So this is actually not bad. Yeah, I'll do it. I think that Zimone, that was the card, was pretty decent as well. Innkeeper for treasure purposes, maybe. Lair's okay. And I think we're just gonna go for the prosperous innkeeper here. We don't really enjoy the life gain, but yeah, it's reasonable enough. Once again, no learn effects. I'm not sure if we'll play this just for the. I don't think it's main deckable. It's not as good. Return target permanent with convert mana 3 or less from your gravity to your hand. We have quite a bit of flyers, right? Not flyer, flyer. Yeah, okay, we can take this. Gust of wind. So you bounce something, you draw a card, and you get a reasonable discount. Okay, human. And then you change their types, not very exciting. So this is like a classic sort of give me, how about them fixing? We will take the you find a cursed idol. Once again, enchantment and artifact removal, very prevalent in this format. What does this guy do? Exile target creature enchantment. Until target enchantment you control leaves the battlefield. What? So it turns like an item you have into an oblivion ring. Think I'll go for this guy, even though we don't have a lot of artifacts / enchantments. Sure, we'll go for the. Where is the hard evidence? Where is it? And not sure if we'll play Spell Swindle. It's a bit on the expensive side. That is a puppy you're hearing in the background, also known as Bill. Bill. Yeah, she's a huffin' and a puffin'. We'll just axe this. So I misread this card actually. If a permanent was put into your hand from the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Okay. So every now and then you can bounce like something interesting. Zimone. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not sure if we'll play it, but it's reasonable. This, not so much. If you have methods of untapping stuff, then I guess it works, but that could be very, very disconcerting for an opponent if you You know, he's on 20 life, and suddenly, like, you put this on this trampler, untap him, swing, and win, right? But that's what you kind of expect from things that cost 7 mana, like crazy game impact. Okay, so I do not think we're gonna. I think that since we can discard this, I don't think we want to run any mountains. I think that we can do without. Sulfur Falls, it's kind of okay. I'd much rather just like I think that we can probably balance it out with treasures, right? We're gonna have quite a few effects that generate treasures. We're currently 2 lands on, sorry, 3 lands under what we'd like to be playing. And let's look at the curve for a second. So heavy blue, light green, light white. So let's see, blue we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Green, where yeah, that's really a really weird balancing on the suggester here. Green, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, so this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So nine outs for blue. Green, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 outs for green, and 9 for blue. White, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So white a bit under. I think we could probably cut a Novice Knight. Wait, we're still 1 land under. I think we can go for like another one of these. Things that can. I think that Novice Knight is actually okay. We can deal with some aggro. Things to cut. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control. So we're going to be proccing this, but we only have 1 enchantment. So this is an easy pass on this guy. Artifacts. This is whenever you cast aura, equipment, or vehicle. So enchant. Okay, so no aura, no equipment, no vehicle. So this guy's just a 2/2, which is also, sorry, we have 1 aura. My bad. So 1 aura, so we can draw 1 card, and no equipments. So just the 2/2, still probably better than the Wanderer. So yeah, kind of lacking a certain synergy there. Otherwise, return target creature and each aura. So aura, definitely not many creatures we'd like to bounce. We do have some come into play synergy. So like even having this guy with the Baron would be pretty annoying for opponent, right? Every turn you get like this tempo swing. Seer, draw cards, or amass, or whatever. So really like a lot of good come into play. I guess this is just a bit too slow for my tastes. Like I don't mind running the Phoenix as a toolkit. You can return a non-land permanent, then we can recast it. That's nice, but paying 3 mana for something and then, doing it and activating it only during our turn is not very exciting. So I think I'll pass on that, and sure, we'll take the Novice Knight. So yeah, I think no other changes. That's the deck, and I'll see you guys in round number 1.